Welcome to the Junior Roller Derby World Cup here in Valence, France. We're about to get underway with game 2 of the day here on the open gender track. I am Loud and Queer.
I am Shai Kilski.
And we are about to see Team Canada versus Team France. It is loud in here.
Loud and warm.
Loud and warm, yes.
Loud and warm.
Because we have, of course, the home crowd coming here for Team France and Team Canada here in force as well.
Right.
At the moment, you can't see the track.
And we are off, though, on jam number 1. We'll get that camera on the track shortly. Lead jammer, first jam of the game.
There we go.
To Canada. Lead jammer, that is going to be Everton. And then for France, Babouche de la. And Canada is going to call this one off, going to pick up some points, I think. Nope, France instead gets the first 4 points of the game. Canada only picks up 2 before the call off. Wow, okay.
Yeah, very, very fast paced going into this second game. So score 4 points to France, 2 to Canada. And we've got the screen up for you now. The score overlay is currently frozen, so we will try to update you as much as possible. We're underway with Jam 2.
Lead jammer for Canada.
No, that's for France.
That's for France.
Yeah.
All right, Canada skating in red, France in white. Got red and white on the track here. Lead jammer is Faye Pachier for France.
April Sowers for Canada.
Scoring. That's 0327. Faye Pachier for France. Oh, star pass completed to the Canadian pivot killer, Ella.
Yeah, but they are trapped behind this French barricades. Nice little drawback from number 3, who hops the apex backwards. And you've got a nice little tied up on your screen there showing the action between turns 3 and 4.
So got the glare. It is another bright sunny day here in France.
And that's going to be a penalty call, illegal contact on Faye Pachier.
And a cut. Yeah, a cut on the jammer.
No, illegal contact, I think.
Contact.
Yeah, and now we have the Canadian pivot completing the star pass, completing the initial pass, sorry, that's Killer Ella. 30 seconds left to run in this jam.
Yep, lead loss, so full 2-minute jam here, which is something the juniors have kind of been doing anyway. A lot of them are very into that 2-minute jam. So fast-moving pack here, giving Killer Ella a chance. Yes, there she goes. That is going to be 4 points on the board for Canada. All right, this is already going to be a very exciting game.
So this is, just to remind you, this is a pool game. The pool games run until about 11 a.m. tomorrow, where all the teams essentially play each other in 30-minute games. That will help decide the brackets going into tomorrow afternoon.
And the bracket games will also be 30 minutes, but they will be starting at 1:30, and those will actually decide the order for the Sunday championship games, in which we will have 6 full-length games on Sunday.
And this is the open track.
Whoa, big lead there. That is
Golden Eagle
from Canada, running right up the inside line. Fast and bully jamming for France. We are seeing a multiplayer call on Odzilla from Canada here. Again, France skating in white, Canada in red. Jam will end. 0 points for France on that pass. So 16-11, France in the lead, just a 5-point game, 26 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, powerful statement there from Canada with a very quick score there. Oh, and we've now got the score overlay up, so you can see 16 plays 11. Very different game than what we saw in earlier on when we had US versus, who was it even? Australia. I've lost my mind already.
A reminder, this is the open track, so open means open gender. So we do have boys and girls and non-binary kids playing on this track here. We do our best with the gender pronouns. We just got these rosters today, but we're going to do our very, very best. All right, here we go. We do see a cut track call on the French
Sasha Atomic.
Rough.
I've also just noticed that the Canada jammer has a maple leaf instead of a star, and that is officially my favorite thing about today.
Yes. I'm sure they had a lot of conversations with officials on whether or not that's allowed, but it is such a cool, wonderful, and it's plaid too. I know you probably can't see it too well from the stream, but it's a plaid cover with a leaf on it.
Great hold here from Team France in this power jam. We have been stuck in turn one for what seems like an eternity.
Right, big hurricane recycling here from France.
Yeah, just swarming around Everton, who does complete
finally
the scoring pass.
Making him work for it.
Yeah, great power jam kill there by Team France, though. Look at this scoreline.
Wow.
It's going to be updated on the board for you in just a second, but it is 15 to Canada, 16 to France.
24-24 on the clock. Okay, we don't have officials rosters, but we know you're there. We see you. We appreciate you.
We love the officials.
We love officials. Derby doesn't happen without officials. All right, here we go. Canada on top here in the pack. French jammer just blistering out of here, knocked out to the inside line. But it is going to be a cut track call. Got up too soon. That is number 888.
Rouge de la.
Yeah.
So a power jam opportunity here for Canada, but
lost the blocker to a direction. Oh, we are going to see officials gesturing there in the middle. We're seeing some things happening. Serving two. Looks like maybe that blocker is serving two penalties for maybe not leaving the track soon enough. Oh, big hit from French blocker. I think that was number 7.
Nice patient work here from Team Canada, trying to get their jammer through. Power jam now expired. Team France, Rouge de la back on track. Oh, and a forearm. Oh, that is some really bad luck there for the French jammer.
Another power jam here, and jammer gets back on track. That is Killarella.
And once again, turns 1 and 2 seem to be the place to be for some defensive blocking. Killarella removes the star and hands it off to the pivot.
Does the pivot have it?
Which was a shame because lead was technically still open, but it is now a full, no!
God.
I can't even finish a sentence before a cut track goes to April Sowers, who was the acting jammer for Team Canada. Rouge de la now back on track, 22 seconds left in play.
I think we are going to see the Canadian jammer stuck in the box for the next jam. Okay, finally here, a nice clean pass. That's from Rouge de la from France. So if you're watching at home, hope you're proud.
And there we go,
nice
with the scoring pass.
There we go. 4 points here at the end of the jam for France. 5-point game still. No score here for Canada. 15 to 20. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I feel exhausted just watching these young people
my heart rate is
do
going
their
up.
roller derby.
I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, oh, my heart rate. Oh my gosh. So definitely loud on this side. On the other side of the track, we do have the females division. So we do have U.S. playing Great Britain over there. But right now, the story here is Canada versus France.
And we have got a power start for France with Fepachia. Oh, I thought we did. Sorry, my apologies.
Must have got out right at the end.
Oh no, I think probably just left the box very quickly because that is still April Sowers with the star for Canada. So it must have just been a few seconds in the box for Team Canada.
And the box is over there behind the jam line, so it's close by. That's why we didn't see it leave the box there.
Nice defensive lockdown in the far straightaway by Team France here and by Team Canada at the front as well, to be fair. Fepachia makes it through for 4 points. we are losing the Canadian pivot to the penalty box. A cut track is being called, but I believe that is on a blocker. Look at this defensive lockdown from Canada right now on Fepachia. And April Sowers completes the initial after a minute 20 seconds expired in the jam.
Both packs are down a blocker at the end of this jam. We do see the Canadian pivot return to the track. France might start down one. We'll see what happens. 28-15. France out here showing the hometown advantage.
And like if you watch roller derby generally, you know that the French teams are
monsters.
Fierce. Yeah, monsters. Yeah, that is a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
So these kids will have had the likes of I know Missy Hammer is on their coaching committee. You do want to mess with her. So these guys hitting real hard and fast.
Oh, but here we go. Lead jammer. That's going to be 666 for Canada.
Now, interestingly, I didn't think that Speed Demon was on the roster for this game, but
that's Speed Demon.
But he is.
And he is.
But he is.
Fastin Bully for France. Had the star off, but back on a scoring pass here. Very fast pack. These jammers are both incredibly strong. Really just wanting to push this France. Fastin Bully just lapping Speed Demon, waiting for him to call it off, but he may not. Yep, there he goes. There's the call off. Oh my gosh, Fastin Bully, I never saw. You see the speed gathering there.
Oh my goodness, just unreal speed there.
Like he practices or something.
Like he does those laps. So we now have Golden Eagle and Sasha Atomic.
Nice
beautiful work there from Sasha.
Canadian two-wall is going to have to work a little harder than that on this French jammers. Okay, cut track call on the Canadian jammer. That's Golden Eagle in the box. Sasha just
not taking any prisoners
not taking
there.
Any prisoners, just not. Okay, you're in the way. I will knock you down too. Okay, we see a little bit of her cycle, but that pivot does fall. She sees that's April Sowers. She can go back in.
I've got
back in the back, seeing if she will push him out of play. It works. Out here, 4 points. As a France blocker heads back to the box, maybe a failure to reform.
And we've got a light pack on track as Golden Eagle returns to play. And you can see on your screen there, we are setting up some beautifully tasty tripods. A penalty called on Sasha Atomic. So now we have a power jam in favor of Canada.
Ooh, wow, wow. Down there almost on his feet. Golden Eagle's trying to get on the outside line. It does not work. Good French knock him out. He's recycled back. Taking advantage of every single space in that French pack to get out here for 4 points. We are within 3 points. Oh, no, 23-36 so far. Canada still down 13 points.
And you can see Team Canada setting up a little offensive sweep there, but France just skating ahead, so it doesn't quite have the effect they want. Little bean dip there from Golden Eagle, but set to the outside of the track.
These French teams are very much covering these lines. They're not getting out on the outside or the inside very easily. They're going to catch you. The U.S. team is like this too.
We got a little bit of replay there on the screen where we see Sasha Atomic with a nice little backward slide.
I really want to see that USA-France game, huh?
It's going to be spicy. Nice little bean dip there, but we see a great hit out there on the replay. And we are back in with Valkyrie for Team Canada, who picks up lead, and Boubouge Dela for Team France.
Boubouge Jalal knocked out to the outside by Clawless. Valkyrie comes back around for a scoring pass. Super strong skater, pushing through this French pack, barely in bounds, knocking down that French pivot on the way out. Almost, yes, 4 points there for Canada. They really want to catch up to France here. We've got 15 minutes, definitely enough time to do it. 9-point game, blistering jam from Valkyrie.
Yeah, great work there from Team Canada.
Oh no, but it looks like the jam is still on. I thought it ended. I heard the whistles, the wrong whistles. So Valkyrie's in the box actually. Lost lead. Or Valkyrie thought the jam ended.
Yeah,
back to the bench.
This is the difficult thing about having 2 games playing simultaneously. The referees on each track do have different whistles, but it is loud in here and it is hard to separate those sounds.
So we do see a official review.
Oh, and
official review from Canada.
So each team does get 1 official review and 1 timeout in these 30-minute pool games. If they win the official review, unlike in full-length games, they do not get to retain the review and use it again. So essentially, you might as well use it. I think that is now being put as an official timeout.
Okay.
I think just to establish what happened at the end of that last jam, with the jam potentially being perceived as being over. We just have to watch here. That's what we have to do. So we got a nice little shot there on your screen of our incredible officials crew. They are putting a fast-paced shift in this weekend. It is hot in here. You can probably discern the number of fans flapping on the screen.
So much.
We're probably at 29 degrees in this hall right now, and it's not even midday. So a huge shout out to everyone who is working super hard to make this World Cup happen in the south of France, not known as the coolest place on earth.
Right? So we do have, oh yes, see, well, I have my degrees in Fahrenheit. It is only 77 degrees.
I don't know what that means because I'm British.
It means 25.
25. Okay,
25,
so
yeah.
Maybe I exaggerated
slightly. So it might
slightly.
actually be cooler outside than it is inside right now.
Somehow I doubt that.
But our high today, we're not done yet. Oh, 31.
It's going to be 31 degrees later. 31. Awesome.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Just that makes me want to put my helmet and my pads on and skate around real fast.
Yeah, really fast, really fast. Because you're a gymmer, right?
I've never been accused of such a thing in my life.
It is fun. It's fun sometimes, not gonna lie. So I live at altitude now, so whenever I get to go skate at sea level, I actually don't mind jamming at all because there's enough air. So I'm visiting here from Denver, Colorado.
That's nice and cold. There's snow there.
No, not in the summer. It's just as hot. It's just as hot.
Well, now I'm disappointed.
And we've got Loud and Clear here from Surrey.
Yeah, I will just say the UK. Nobody knows where Surrey is unless you're actually from the. Okay, you might.
But I'm good at geography, so there's that.
Yeah.
So we do have a bit of a timeout here. Our producer did go to see what was going on, but it does look like this OR was actually meant to be a timeout.
Oh, look at all the French flags in the audience.
Yay.
The audience here are loud, and I don't want to say that's because obviously this is junior derby, so you have a lot of derby parents in the audience.
They're not like regular parents. They're cool.
They're cool parents. Excellent reference. You might occasionally catch a pop of orange in the audience, and Team Canada have been wandering around the venue in these awesome shirts, which are to raise awareness of missing Indigenous children in Canada, which is obviously not cool, but it's very cool that they're using this platform to bring attention to it. Nice little shot there of one of the French jammers just fanning herself with her own shirt, going, it is hot. And you can see the Canadian jammers standing back there, visualizing.
We've got a couple of Canadian announcers here too today.
Yeah, we've got the whole gamut of international officials, announcers, skaters. There's a baby in the audience wearing head defenders. That's my favorite thing.
Oh, that is the best. Yeah, it's definitely loud in here. I feel like it's just going to get louder too. So we've got these pool games. They're 30 minutes long. They are running all day today and through half the day tomorrow. Starting at 1:30 tomorrow, we are going to have the bracket. They're going to have the bracket tomorrow starting at 1:30 p.m. local time, 13:30 for the Europeans, the crowd in the stream.
So, Nat Safe for Work, our wonderful producer, has just brought us the what was going on with that. So Canada was going to request an official review, but actually it wasn't taken because the officials were already discussing the matter. I don't know what it was about, but gameplay is back on.
So
we have Everton and Fipashir jamming. Everton with the lead for Canada. Hits the pack, picks up 1 point, and calls the jam.
I did see one of the French blockers, I do believe it was number 9, Tracolos, try to catch the jammer, but Everton just knocked him down and kept going, ran around the outside. All right, here we go. 32-43. France in the lead, but who knows for how long. Fast and Bully versus April Sowers. Bully has been an excellent, excellent jammer for France this game. Picks up lead immediately right through the middle of that pack. April Sowers still working the way through on the initial pass and knocked out to the outside by French skater number 7, Hugo Goss. Great defensive player here as France scores 4 more points.
I feel like if Canada want to slow France's roll a little bit, they need to be tighter on those jam starts. That's what we really saw in the first game with USA versus Australia. They were all huddled up at the jam line. Here, if you give jammers like Bully a run up,
forget about it.
He's going to take it.
Forget about it. He's out of there.
Nice.
And, and I've noticed for each team, also one-on-one against the jammers is just not working for anyone. These jammers are all super strong.
Bully calls the jam with 12 points on the board.
Seems, I think that might be the highest scoring
of the game so far. Yeah, feels like it.
We do have the in-house announcers calling this game in French, of course, for the home team. We love to see it.
And on your on your screen, the pivot for France, having a little bit of a chat with their jammer first. Oh, we got a pivot line start. Whoa. See, and we had the jammer remove the star right away.
Why?
I don't understand.
Why did
what
you do it?
Just happened.
Shasha Atomic for France. Valkyrie apparently jamming, but we do see, oh no, the pivot, Valkyrie with the star in hand, going to the box on a cut track call, lead jammer, Shasha Atomic.
Yeah, that was a weird decision by Canada, I'm not gonna lie. Unless your pivot is in the perfect position
to just take it and run.
Yeah, do not do that from the jam start, my Canadian friends.
Please don't.
Too much maple syrup has gone to your brain.
Too much sugar.
So a little hit out there on Shasha Atomic, who backward twirls beautifully down that open inside lane. Valkyrie now re-entering play, has yet to complete the initial pass, of course, but shakes off really well. Great footwork there from Valkyrie. And all of a sudden, what was a 1-point game, what seems like seconds ago, is now 63 to France, 32 to Canada.
11 minutes to go here.
Yeah, these pool games go so quickly. I think that is Boubouge Dela on the line for France, and Everton for Canada. Pack stretched out. Boubouge Dela picks up lead. Everton a quarter of a track behind.
Back into the pack here. Everton calling it. We'll see, yes, 3 points from France here, 66-34.
Yeah, great work by Canada there, holding France to the 3, picking up 2 of them their own. So just a 1-point net game there for France.
It was close. So I feel like Canada can still pull it out. It just really depends on the jammers and if they're able to really lock down this defense on these French jammers. All right, here we go again. April Sowers jamming for Canada. Faye Pachier, super strong jammer for France. We do see the French pack stretched out. They're not worried about it, you know. They're very good one-on-one blockers. They reform nicely into a triangle at the top of the far straightaway. We are going to see some penalties here from the officials. Yeah, we are seeing a multiplayer block on French pivot. I think that is number 3, Sengoku.
We are over 30 seconds into this jam. No lead yet established. We are at turn 3. That pivot line start almost worked well for Canada. They had the jammer out in front, but that defense from France just locked them down.
Well, finally, we do have a lead jammer. It is Faye Pachier for France. April Sowers still working on the initial recycled back into turn 3 by French blockers. Canada defense almost non-existent, just skating right through for Faye Pachier. Another 4 points. We are seeing a direction call on a Canadian blocker. That is 629. Flawless.
Initial almost completed now by April Sowers.
They're knocked out to the inside, but it's not enough. Jammer hops right back in. We do see the Canadian pivot in the front. Finally noticing April Sowers here, maybe looking for the star pass, but these French blockers are not going to allow that before this jam ends.
Yeah, the French, pretty brutal opponents in that last jam. I saw April Sowers look at their bench coach and go, that was a direction.
Yeah.
The refs didn't call it. But those shoulder hits that come in sometimes feel like direction penalties, for sure.
So yeah, 74 for France, 34 for Canada. Just under 8 minutes left in this pool game. France definitely dominating. I think the story here is French defense, because these are very strong jammers out of Canada here. We do see Fast and Bully running right through, hopping past on the inside line for lead. We do see another, it's the Mystic heading to the box for Canada.
Yeah, that was a cut track for Mystic, who kind of toe-stopped the outside line, but on the wrong side of the line.
Right. it looked cool.
Yeah,
illegal, though.
looked cool, but was very wrong.
Looked cool, wrong. Fast and Bully out here on another scoring pass for France. We do see finally the jammer out on the line. Oh, wow, the last 3 jams have been 3 cuts in a row for... 3 cuts in a row for French jammers. No? Really? Wow. Okay, yeah, the name of the game is French defense, because the last 3 jams we've had 3 cuts in a row from French jammers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks for that, Nat. Safe work. Nice little bit of slow-mo replay on the screen. That big hip hit that was called as a penalty took the French jammer to the ground.
All right, this will remain jam 15, I think.
And we have Everton and Shasha Atomic.
Something's happening here. Oh, yeah. Everton has knocked Shasha Atomic out of bounds, so...
Shasha Atomic is like, what is this? Are we really eating the baby? Is it that time?
Are we doing it? Yeah.
Just the absolute stone cold lack of being impressed on Shasha Atomic's face. But
wow.
Great work there by Everton.
Picks up lead.
Yeah, just managed to stay in bounds by the skin of his teeth.
Gets a couple of points.
Oh, let's see this on the replay. Oh, do you know what? That
still gets
on the replay, that looks like a track cut. But you know what? I'm not a referee.
Not charged, yeah. I know, I was looking at the refs. You can see the OPRs like, is that a cut? But, you know, if you're not sure, you don't call it. That's the general rule. So if you're not sure, you don't say anything. We do have a team timeout for Canada.
Look at the happiness on Boubou Dela's little face. How cool must it be to literally be playing for your country at, you know, like some of these kids are like 12, 13, maybe a bit older,
maybe,
you know.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty rad. And we get a nice little Team France huddle there on the track.
We do have 5.5 minutes left in this game. You know, France, I'm sure they're thinking maybe they've got it in the bag. They just got to make sure But I think the defense out of France is going to be a big surprise to everybody who plays them this weekend.
Yeah, like France are super tenacious. They don't, like, from my experience watching French senior teams, like I've not seen the French get super emotional on track.
No.
Like they control their feelings really, really well. I don't know if that's a European thing, but I think that might have filtered down well to their junior teams.
Yeah, just a reminder that the next game coming up is New Zealand versus Great Britain on the open track, on the girls track, the female track. Right now, USA versus Great Britain, and at 11 a.m. it will be Sweden versus the world. There is a world team. It'll be interesting to see who's on that roster. And of course, you know, if we get officials rosters, we'll try and say that. We've got several officiating crews here this weekend. We've got EMTs, making sure everybody stays safe, and of course, a wonderful announcing and producing team, bringing to you on the Federation Française du skateboard.
Just so many people here who are cool and who are involved in roller derby.
Right, so you know, obviously like and subscribe to the YouTube channel here so we can keep bringing you roller derby from France.
We've got a good crowd here as well. You can see on your screen the bleachers are full of friends, family, who have come to watch their children play the beautiful game that is roller derby. I think we are having, the referee has come to talk to the Canadian bench.
I think they're going to assess that cut maybe we saw?
I don't know.
We saw it?
Yeah. Boubouge de la goes up to his team, goes, it's a power jam, and then goes back. So, yeah. And we got a little slow-mo replay there of Boubouge de la.
Gotta dance. It ain't derby if there ain't dancing.
So let's see what's happening. Yeah, April Sowers has removed the star, is going on to track as the pivot. Valkyrie taking a seat. So yes, it is a power start for France. Hey, does that mean I got an officiating thing right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it could be an entirely different thing that official review was assessed for, but I'm going to say it was that track cut on the outside line.
Then this calls for, I will buy you a celebratory glass of wine later. All right, here we go. Boubouge de la blistering through this pack, lead jammer for France.
And Team France setting up a little line on the inside. Boubouge de la hits. Team France sets up the sweep and works really nicely.
And we see a multiplayer call on a Canadian block that, it's going to be Cleopatra.
Boubouge de la.
Oh, 3 to beat, hits that tripod super hard. We do see the French, the Everton coming back from the box for Canada. I feel like they could have played another little offense there, but maybe Boubouge de la does not need it. Everton out here on a scoring pass now, making that initial. Boubouge de la, getting the call off from his bench.
Do you see what I mean? What I was saying though about like controlling emotions, like Boubouge de la just cool as a cucumber there, just gets through the pack, looks to the bench, goes, yep, cool, we got this.
If only we could do this with the adults, yeah?
Right? Boubouge de la, come teach us all how to be cool on track.
Yeah, I will say for juniors, I would say the bench training is very superior to the adults, for sure. They always be looking, always looking. All right, here we come again with France 94 to 34, fully a 50-point lead here, 4 minutes and some to go.
60 points, I think.
60 points, yeah, I can't do that.
Vedpash, yeah, with a beautiful spin. And Clawless picks up the no pass.
Okay, we do see a big bridge.
Yeah, she's just going to reset because, excuse me, she thinks that she cut smart. And a little bit of jammer on jammer at the top of the pack from Clawless.
Oh, wow, okay, so 629, first time jamming for Canada.
Yeah, that was Clawless, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've seen her there. I think we've seen her there as the pivot before.
France 98, Canada 34, 3.5 minutes to go. Do you know what? This is a relatively low scoring game.
Yeah, right? Super defensive game.
I can tell you that on the other track, the WFTDA track, Team USA has just scored 240, Great Britain 11. And do you know what?
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what? I've coached some of those Great Britain kids very occasionally. They will be thrilled with that because we know that Team USA come into this competition as the favorites. So to get 11 points against them, that's pretty rad.
No, it's the name of the game here. These French jammers have done so well, and the French defense just all around really excellent team. You see, skaters taking spots as pivot, as jammer, as blocker. They kind of really all do it all.
We have Fast and Billy and Howabunga.
Okay, first jammer Howabunga for Canada. Bully, lead jammer for Canada. We are seeing another multiplayer call.
Yeah,
they haven't seen the call yet.
Yeah, fast call off there from Billy, but great chase down by Howabunga there. Canada should be very pleased with that. We do have 4 points for France, which takes us over the century, 102 to 34. Look at those French flags flying.
A little hype from She-Hulk there for the crowd, getting everybody going. France hits that century mark, 102.34, 2.5 minutes left in this pool game. French jammer Shasha Atomic, once again, another multiplayer call for the Canadians. Yep, they're gonna lose. They've got one blocker left on the track, but Shasha Atomic is still gonna hit. That's Valkyrie. Everton picking up lead jammer.
Yeah.
With all 4 French defense on the track. Wow, Shasha Atomic held back by Valkyrie. Powerhouse in her own right.
Yeah, there was some great lateral defense there from Tracolos on Team France, but just really tenacious work there from the Canadian team.
I did notice Tracolos too doing great defense work. Really holding on to that. So we've got 2 911s. I see there's a 911 for France and a 911 for Canada. So that just means that they're best friends now. That's Lady Shark and Killer Ella.
That's how friendship works.
That's how it works. You're friends now, and if you jam against the same jammer for 3 jams, you're best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rules. I don't make the rules.
So on your screen, we see them rolling back to the pivot line, but it's a very quick lead jam for Bouboujdala for Team France. The Mystic wearing the Maple Leaf star for the first time for Team Canada.
You see, was this Elegantine holding down defense for France on this one, and hanging on to the Mystic, but not quite enough.
The track cut drawn there.
Oh, all right, super jam for France. Bouboujdala just out here scoring, cool as anything. Oh no, he's smiling. That's good.
Bouboujdala coming in, and Team France once again setting up that lateral sweep. Good eyes though from 270 at the back. That is Eleganti in 2704, I should say.
Super clean player, great defensive player this game. We do see just a huge boss head to the box on a forearm call as Bouboujdala continues to score. He's smiling. He knows he's got 30 seconds left. I think the jam might go to the end. We'll just see what he wants to do. We'll see what the bench wants here. We do see the star off. A star pass completed to pivot, and that is going to be Killer Ella for Canada.
Yeah, she's put a real shift in this game.
Definitely.
You see her on your screen coming into turns 3 and 4. Oh, just taken out on the top of the apex.
I think that was Shadow, maybe. Nope. That was Lady Shark 911 here. Going to the box though, doing non-legal things. And that is going to be the end of the game. They just had Bouboujdala continue to go on that jam, and that is going to be the end of it. France.
With the biggest jam of the game so far, I think, as well.
I think so.
We'll
16, highest scoring jam of the game.
We'll see if any other points go up.
Waiting for that final whistle, so we can tell you the official score.
So you can see on your screen, we've got the Team Canada bench. The guys hanging out. That's the whistle, the final score, 118 to France, 40 to Canada. in game 2 on the open track of the Junior Roller Derby World Cup here in Valence, France. What a great game.
Oh my gosh, that was a super great game. That was so exciting.
Like really great defensively from both teams at points. I think when the French jammers had control though, they were just able to rack up those points bit by bit, because at one point, you know, early on in this game, it was super close. It was like a 1-point game, a 2-point game.
Yes.
France had threw a few runaway jams. Canada had some bad luck with jam penalties. And in these 30-minute games,
it matters.
It's
two or three jams matters.
So quick.